That's crazy. Crazy rally here off the lows on Bitcoin. Overall market still hanging out of those highs. Morning, guys. We can go through the scanner here in a second. Hopefully everyone had a great weekend. The Super Bowl was a really good game. A really good Super Bowl game. Kansas City Chiefs win it again. Let's take a look here at BMR. Yeah, so I do trade full time. I don't have any other job or anything like that. I did though. I've had. If I did for the first 3 years, I had a full time job while trading, either like waiting tables or working a register somewhere, or what else did I do? Taking calls for banks. I was doing that. I waited tables. I worked at like Macy's for a couple months. What else? Yeah, bunch of shitty jobs, but just to make ends meet. Right now, I'm in a situation where I'm able to trade full time, and really focus on my trading with minimum expenses. Good morning, guys. What's up? What's up? What's up? All right, so let's go through the scan. Let's go through the scan. We got BMR, of course, making a move here. We're up about 150%. All-time highs at $8.04. This one, let's take a look at the news. Beamer shares are trading higher after the company announced to present its joint research related to automated video modernization with NVIDIA. So whenever there is a partnership or any sort of collaboration with a bigger company, especially a well-known company like NVIDIA, that is a pretty decent catalyst. However, I do see it's only announced it will present its research. Hopefully that's enough to have a decent move, continuation move with BMR, maybe up through $8. Maybe, who knows? But it is dropping NVIDIA's name, and that is definitely going to put some movement in the market on this stock. I need to get working again to get above PDT rule. Yeah, that's another big reason why I was working as well, just so I could save to constantly try to fund my account so I can get over PDT. Yeah, BMR here, very nice ABCD pattern on the larger time frame, on the 5 minute. So here's your A, or no, here's your A. Let's see if I can change this here. Here's your A, here's your B, your C, and there's your D. So, nice ABCD pattern, A, B, C, D, break through the highs, holding near the highs, closing near the highs. On these green candles, always a good sign. And then increasing volume. Then you have this looks like it's about to be a 5 minute pullback. We already got the first 1 minute pullback after that fresh breakout here. This is more of a 1 minute ABCD pattern. Then maybe a 1 minute bull flag here. ABCD again on the 1 minute. On the 5 minute, it's going to look like micro pullbacks. Yeah, so this is micro pullback, and then the 5 minute pullback is now. Looks like it's unfolding. So far, decent action on BMR. I didn't do any trading yet. I just sat down. Let's take a look at the dilution tracker on this. Let's pull up the dilution tracker. All right, so BMR does have an 8 million share float. Again, if you're not using dilutiontracker.com, it's a very useful website. And it shows you potential dilution of the stock as well as cash position. Pull it up here. So here's your float. You will have to sign up. You don't have to sign up for a free trial, but you just have to sign up for a free account. And you'll be able to get access to it. So your float, 8 million right here. So, it is a low float, decently low float. Not extremely low, but it is low enough. Cash position, current cash, 3.9 million with the quarterly cash burn of recently, negative. So it looks like they're not burning cash too much. So that's usually, an indication. Are they gonna, do an offering as soon as they can? Who knows? I mean, they do have cash on hand. They haven't done a dilution since a year, December 2022. So it's over a year ago. So they might be doing another dilution because they do have an S1 offering in progress as of May. This was a year ago, though. They registered this a year ago, and they still have yet to finalize the offering. But $10 million anticipated deal size. Is this going to drop today? Probably not, but the risk is always there, especially after a news and the stock price is up. They're going to want to capitalize on that increase in price so they can liquidate into the move. But are they going to drop it at 9:30? Drop the offering at 9:30, 9:40, 9:45? Probably not. Usually you see them later in the day or midday, later in the day, after hours, pre-market the following day. It's very rare that you see it as soon as the news comes out. Pre-IPO warrants. So they have warrants out. It looks like they're not registered though. Okay, so these are not registered yet, so it looks like they can't be used, even though it has an exercise price of $5. If it was registered, people can only exercise their warrants, which is ability to pretty much sell shares onto the market after it hits a price of $5, which is a reason why that other stock on what was that stock yesterday on Friday? It was on top. It wasn't top. I forget. SMX, UCAR, BTAI. But there was a stock last week on Friday or Thursday that had exercise warrants at $6 and or $6.50, and every time it came up to $6.50, it rejected because there's so many people selling into that level to exercise their warrants. But we're not going to see that today at $5 because of, I think it was top. It was top. So if you take a look at top, yeah, they had their warrants at $6.50. So every time it came up to like $6.50 and hovering at $6.50, it just could not hold, just because of all those warrants that needed to be sold. People wanted to take their profits. BMR, so continuing to move higher here. BMR about almost 200%. So looking strong here. But yeah, these are not registered, so they're not going to be able to be used until they're registered. So we won't get that resistance at $5 after they open. I'm not even sure if you can sell warrants pre-market, because top was all the way up at like 780, but we didn't see that resistance really that we saw at the open at 650. So I'm not sure if you can sell. I don't think you can sell warrants at pre-market or after hours. I don't know. No, I don't know. But yeah, BMR looking decent. Has news. It does have the offering in progress, but I'm still gonna trade it. Chances of them dropping it at 9:30 or 9:45, or the way that I trade, the chances of me getting caught in it, probably not very high. But the risk is always there. The risk is always there. What else do we got here? On the scan, MGIH. Millennium Group International shares are trading higher after the YC 1926 BVI Limited, I'm not sure what that is, reported an 88% stake. So I guess it's an investment company, like a venture capitalist type of company, reported an 88% stake in the company. So that's bullish, but is it going to move the stock price? It doesn't seem like we're having that continued momentum like we are in BMR, but we did see a nice bump from $1 up to $3. So pretty decent move so far after hours on Friday. But if we can hold this level, then maybe a move to retest. Otherwise, if we break below this level, it's going to be bearish. But I'll put an alert here at 240 over to VWAP. If we break VWAP and break over this previous high, I'd be looking for DHAI. Let's see here. No news. Don't see any news. Unless this is news from yesterday. No, it can't be right. Or 2 a.m. I think it was at 2. Is that in 2 a.m.? No. Yeah, most recent news here I see on DHAI is DHI holding U.S. secures $1.5 million in private placement from financing. So pretty much someone just bought some other company invested in the stock $1.5 million. But this was on the 9th. So this was, this day at 2 in the afternoon, and we didn't see any bump. So it looks like it seems to be delayed. It is a recent IPO though. Looks like it's a recent IPO, so we might be getting some. We could get some momentum on this, or some movement at least, because it's a recent IPO. Recent IPOs tend to be a little bit more volatile because of the lack of support and resistance from previous price action history. But we'll see what we can get on DHAI. It's on a heavy downtrend. So we'll see. I'll put an alert here at like 64 if we can get over that previous high. This previous high here, and make a higher high. That could be a potential sign for a reversal, breakthrough VWAP, and maybe be tradable. But as of right now, I don't want to be trading this backside. All right, what else we got? Wish. DHAI as well. Let's take a look at the dilution tracker here on MGIH. So MGIH has a 1.25 million share float. So very low float, doesn't have any offerings in progress. DHAI, this one's going to have a larger float. 14 million share float, so on the larger side, but still considered a low float. With registered warrants at $11.50. Let's see what the price was at again, $3. So the warrants are all the way up at $11.50. So we're not going to see any, resistance to $11.50 because of the warrants, but are we even going to get there? Probably not. I don't think we're going to get to $11.50 on this thing anytime soon. So don't even need to worry about it. But float 14 million on a downtrend, not looking good pre-market. The only thing here looking good and juicy here is BMR. But we are up quite a bit, about almost 200% on BMR, from $2 up to $6 pre-market. Hopefully some of you guys could have got in on this action. TTOO. Dibblawoo, if you want to look at my statistics, you can download this app called Kinfo, K-I-N-F-O, and just go to leaderboards. You can go to 1 month, 3 month, or all time, and I should be ranked around 50 or something, 40 or 50. And you can check my statistics if you want. TTOO. This one we've traded before. I know we've traded this before. It has a history of making big moves. T2 Biosystems gets 510K clearance for expanded T2 bacterial panel. Received a clearance from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration for expanded the panel, adding the capability to detect another bacterial species. I wouldn't say this is too bad of a catalyst, actually. What's a 510K clearance? I guess there's just some FDA clearance type of thing, which I guess isn't too bad, huh? So far, it's up. So far, it's up. GTOO, good call out on that one. Let's check the dilution tracker. $4 million share float. Oh shit. Looks like it's got Jesus, it's got a lot of dilution. Yeah. It's got shelf offering, so look at all this. So first we got, TTOO. It's already showing it's like overall risk high, overhead supply high, historical high, cash need high. It's all red. These are red flags here. 4 million share float. Potential dilution. Looks like you got, at the market, ATM, which means at the market, just kind of like a shelf offering. And then you have warrants, and then you have convertible preferred. So you already have your registered warrants here. Exercise price is at $0. So I'm not really sure why. I'm not sure what the meaning is, why it's at $0, even though there's 66,000 warrants outstanding. Interesting. i.e. an alternative cashless exercise option beginning after the earlier in the date, 30-day anniversary of the date underwriting agreements. Interesting. Okay, not registered. You have a registered convertible preferred issued to reduce debt by $10 million. So pretty much they can issue shares onto the market or convert shares onto the market to raise money up to $6 million. And then they also have an at the market is here for $41 million left. So they can pretty much just sell into the market at any point at the market. At the market offering allows the company to issue new shares directly on the open market. Any usage by the company will have negative pressure on the stock if the amount being sold is large relative to the day's trading volume. It has $41 million ability. So I would be careful on this one. And it looks like they like to do the offerings. They've already done, or at the market, they've already done, what, like 5, 6? Looks like they terminated an equity line. Looks like they have a potential shelf offering here too. Wow. With $17 million left. Wow. So this is very good to review just to get a little bit of a better idea of what Dilution Tracker can show you, as well as a little bit more information on offerings, how they work, different types of offerings, warrants, convertible preferred stock, at the market offerings, and also shelf offerings. So TTOO, probably going to stay away from this one. If it does happen to go bananas on whatever occasion, then, and if it's the only thing moving, then I might give it a shot on like small size, just to keep risk tight. But ideally I do not want to trade this one, just because of the inherent risk, the inherent upside risk and resistance, or downside risk and upside resistance. All right, so I'm gonna be watching BMR here at the open. BMR is gonna be my main watch. I really like it so far, but it is up quite a bit. So I'm gonna look for a nice sell-off here at the open, and then look to get aggressive maybe for a red to green on BMR. We do have, if we can get up to potentially $8, then we're gonna look at for all-time highs. So I like BMR for the daily chart. I think it can potentially give us a move. I like the news, so I'm going to be focusing on this one here at the open. So good luck, everyone. Hope you guys get green, and I will catch you guys on the recap later today. So good luck. Take it easy. Stay disciplined, and peace.